welcome back to the global stage. Today, we're starting a brand new series moving from MUN into the real world of diplomacy. You've debated resolutions, formed alliances, and even delivered speeches. But what happens outside the classroom? So let's explore. What exactly is diplomacy? Diplomacy is the practice of managing relationships between countries. At its core, it's about communication on a global scale. Nations talk to each other through representatives called diplomats who work to protect their country's interests while also finding solutions that benefit others. Think of it as dialogue between nations. It's governments negotiating peace treaties, trade deals, and even environmental agreements. Diplomacy matters because no country can exist in isolation. Every major issue today, whether it's climate change, security, trade, and even global health, crosses borders. Without diplomacy, the world would be in chaos. Conflicts would spiral, alliances would collapse, and cooperation would disappear. One of the best examples is the Cuban Missile Crisis. Tensions between the US and the Soviet Union almost led to a nuclear war, but it was diplomatic communication that prevented disaster. This shows how diplomacy isn't just a political tool, it can literally save lives. How do diplomats actually do their job? Their main tools include negotiation, which is when diplomats sit at the table to discuss terms and agreements, compromise, which is when neither side gets everything they want but both gain enough to move forward, and lastly, dialogue, which means keeping communication open even when there's disagreement. Other tools include treaties, summits, and cultural exchange programs. Diplomacy isn't always about solving conflict, sometimes it's about building bridges, whether that's through trade, education, or even sports. There's also more than one type of diplomacy, including bilateral diplomacy, which is between two countries like US-China talks. Multilateral diplomacy involves many countries, often through organizations like the United Nations, and there's also public diplomacy, where countries try to influence foreign citizens through culture, media, or even education. Think of exchange programs or cultural festivals. Each style shows that diplomacy isn't one size fits all, it adapts to the situation. So that's diplomacy, the art of communication between nations, the bridge that prevents conflict, and the tool that shapes our global future. In the next episodes, we'll dive deeper into how diplomacy works in practice, from negotiation strategies to famous case studies. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to keep exploring the fascinating world of diplomacy with me. This is just the beginning.